It's not just important for us that people see our brand when we're doing the KYC and the AML and the onboarding processes. It's a non-negotiable for us. The reason why we use Red Flag is because, or a big reason why we use Red Flag Alert, is because when the initial client receives their onboarding information, it comes from us and it looks and feels like it comes from a Sedulo group of brands. When you're choosing a partner, you're looking for synergies. You're looking for, if I look at our organisation, which was a challenger, which was high growth, personable, you're looking for partnerships in all areas where you're aligned and you share the same kind of values. And I think with Red Flag, what we've always had is exactly that. It's alignment, and it's a partnership that's not just deals with the now and the here and now, but as we grow, it was important that we selected a partner that was going to grow with us, a partner that was going to develop at the same pace as us and innovate at the same pace of us. And I think after a few years, that's what we've ended up with Red Flag Alert. Well, when we're looking for our partner, you've got the old faithfuls that have been in the industry for a while, but we wanted to go with someone that more reflected us. We wanted to go with someone that was challenging, that was fresh, that was modern, that was innovative. And so that's what we look for in the market, and that's how we ended up coming up with Red Flag. I mentioned earlier when we was chatting, knowledge is power. And it's vital for us that we're able to get instant, ready, up-to-date, dynamic information in order for us to be able to best advise and service our client base. So originally we started to use Red Flag for our prospecting. That was the original. And I actually just spoke to our SDR team before, and they use it before all their prospecting of clients. One of the things they spoke about particularly was how easy the usability is for them. You know, that often the SDR team, they won't be qualified accountants, of course, so they find the ease of use of the software to be pretty important for them. We then went on and used it deeper with our onboarding, and that creates more efficiencies. Again, trying to be compliant, being compliant with best efficiency. And Red Flags helped with our onboarding process. And then our individual teams, whichever one that be, the accountancy team or whatever, they will use it when they're doing their day-to-day work to make sure they've got all the information they need on the clients at their fingertips. You asked me earlier how come we don't do insolvency, and I said because the whole basis of this organisation is dealing with growth businesses, and it's about going on their journey. So it's absolutely vital, particularly in our prospecting, that we're able to use the growth score to, prospect and find the golden nuggets, if you like, locally and regionally, nationally, in order to find the kind of clients that this business was set up to service in the first place. I think it's important to understand that, we've got various different technical team members within the organisation because we have so many different service lines. So some of them are not naturally financial. If we look at the sales teams, the new business teams, or the onboarding teams, they're actually not financially led in their experience and expertise. So the most important part about the programme or the piece of software is its usability and the friendliness of the usability and the ability for them to be able to look at to look at a client and be able to work out what they need to and get the information they need to on behalf of that client without necessarily being financially qualified or have that in their background. We've built a business that has many different touch points in it, and so the more real-time information we can get inbound, if you like, into us by monitoring, the easier, the more efficient, and not just more efficient, actually sometimes we might miss vital piece of information if we don't have that kind of dynamic at your fingertips monitoring system. And so, with Red Flag, it fills that gap for us, really. So it's a massive part of our strategy to roll out internationally over the next few years, and we're starting that with our first rollout, which is Dubai 2026. And it's vital when you're choosing a partner, or it's better if you can choose a partner that you can grow with, that you can go global with. And the fact that we can use the same software in Dubai, followed by hopefully Ireland, followed hopefully then on our own journey into the US, is a huge plus point for us. So we've been working with Red Flag now for the last 5 years in what's been a very, very steep growth journey for us. And it's been a very, very valuable partner. We use it all across the organisation. Usability of it is key, and the ability for many different departments to be able to plug into it, be it existing clients and the lifetime of our client base, be it in the prospecting before we've signed the client or when we've taken one on. We've used Red Flag all along the way. We'll continue to be working with Red Flag over the next 5-year part of our journey, which helps that Red Flag's also gone international, same point as us, and we look forward to furthering our relationship with Red Flag Alert team.